Anybody else? Yes, Bill. I'm sorry, Harry kind of had his hand up a minute ago. Harry had said anything. He's about to die. Your turn.
Last time you, well, you said this time too, that chimps and humans share only 70% of their.
It's something like that. Don't quote me, but it's not 90
You
something.
said it last class.
Yeah.
I researched that, and that's not true. That's a very small minority.
Okay, I tell you what we'll do. You and I are gonna have next time, you're gonna bring your evidence, I'm gonna bring my evidence, and we'll just see it, okay?
Well, all I can tell you is that most scientists believe it's closer to 96, 98%.
Don't give me most scientists. That doesn't convince me of anything.
That convince you?
No, not most scientists. No, it doesn't convince me. I'm convinced of what's really true. Most scientists believe in things that aren't true. That would be my statement. Not all scientists, but most.
Science is evolving.
Yeah, it changes. Facts change.
For the better. Science gets smarter.
Science gets, well, no, science knows all. People get smarter and when they learn truth and facts, but science is knowledge, it's everything, so it's.
Science always evolves for the better. Always.
You know, you live in some kind of world.
Let me
some kind of fantasy.
make one comment though. You said, and you're getting into theology here, but you said, would you like to live in a perfect world?
Yeah. And you live forever, first of all.
But if you go into Christian theology, most Christians believe in an afterlife,
Yes,
a place called heaven somewhere.
correct.
Which is a perfect world,
It is, yes, it's perfect.
So you're saying most Christians are hoping to live in a place where.
See, Harry, you're right about that, but you're misunderstanding the whole idea here, okay? As human beings, the fact of the matter is, we are flawed, okay? And if you can go back to the whole theology of redemption, if redemption wasn't not necessary, then Christianity wouldn't exist, okay? We wouldn't need Jesus as our Savior. We died on the cross for our sin. It wouldn't be necessary because we'd be perfect, okay? God had a plan of redemption to the human race that He made. He wanted them to be redeemed, love Him, be in heaven. That's theology.
But help me understand, is heaven a perfect world or not?
Yes, it is. Of course it is.
Jerry,
Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead. Well, I'll get to you, Bill.
when we're talking about, what you're talking about here is two totally different things. Because the fall had nothing to do with DNA. The DNA just happens to be mixed in that because we are, if we're Christian, for sure, we believe we are not the body. The body, once it dies, is just trash, basically. Okay, that eventually is going to come back together and be changed to a body that is perfect again.
That's a spiritual body, not a material.
No, it's it's just like Jesus had a material body. It will, I believe, it will be a material body, but a perfect body, and not necessarily go to heaven. Because it says in the Bible that the meek will inherit the earth, not heaven. And I believe I'm one of those who is going to be still here on earth, but on a perfect earth, when the new heaven, or the new Jerusalem comes to earth. Okay? That's going to be the new earth, and that's going to be almost perfect. That's going to be almost perfect earth, except for the fact that after 1,000 years, the devil's going to get a chance to mull in there again.
Okay, you're getting in, a lot of people don't understand what you're saying.
Okay,
I
well,
mean, I understand what
but
you're
it's a
saying.
spirit,
Yeah.
it's our spiritual being that has to do with God,
That's right.
not our
Not
DNA. Our
physical.
DNA has nothing to do with God.
Okay, Bill. Your second, Jay. Oh, you're gonna give
You
it.
haven't spoken yet, I'll yield to
Hand it
Jay.
off to Jay, okay.
All right. Regarding Harry's question about the 70%, I know where that comes from. That comes from a study by Jeffrey Tompkins, and it's actually peer-reviewed, and it says 70%. The problem is Jeffrey Tompkins works for the Discovery
Discovery Institute.
Discovery Institute.
Right.
And you want to know what the Discovery Institute is all about?
I know all about it, Jay.
It's well, a lot of people here
Yeah,
might
I
not.
want to hear.
Go ahead.
And there's a section of it called The Answers in Genesis.
Answers in Genesis have nothing to do with Discovery Institute. You
Well,
got to
all right, well, that's where,
Did Jeffrey Thompson work for Answers in Genesis or Discovery Institute?
I think he worked for Answers in Genesis.
Okay, they're two different
And,
operations.
okay, and Answers in Genesis is an apologistic ministry dedicated to helping Christians defend their faith and proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ effectively. We focus, this is from them directly, we focus on answers to questions about the Bible, particularly the book of Genesis, regarding key issues such as creation, evolution, science, and the age of the earth. Answers in Genesis was only started in 2008.
That's not true.
Well, it's...
I can date it back to 1997, I know for a fact, because I was there when they were
Okay.
presenting their stuff.
We can-
But let me tell you something. Just because someone belongs to an organization and they put a peer-reviewed article about how much DNA chimps and humans have in common, that doesn't make it not true. Number two, the Academy, the American Academy of Sciences, have you heard of them? These are your elite, yeah, a stated atheistic organization. Okay? Do not believe in God. Do not believe, if you start talking about creation, they go haywire. They've written all kinds of articles about how stupid.
That's not their purpose.
That's not their purpose, but that's what they are. Anything they write would be suspect just the same as his was.
Oh, I think not.
Well, no, because you're on the other side, you're on your side of the issue. I'm on my side, and I say there's no difference. They're still, if they're atheistic, they don't want God in the picture, and they'll say he's not there. And they'll say it's not there because science won't let him in there. I understand that. But don't put somebody down just because he belongs to a particular thing.
Well, again...
There's a lot more than Answers in
They
Genesis.
have biases. They-
Well, so does the American Academy of Science. I just told you what their bias was. Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
You read about it. Have you read about it?
Science has no biases. Science-
Academy of Sciences are scientists. You're saying science has no bias. Correct. Scientists, on the other hand? Are you kidding me? What, are you living in a fantasy world? That scientists, human beings, don't have biases? They all do. There's no perfect scientists.
That's why they have peer review articles.
Well, like I said, that was peer reviewed right there.
It was peer-reviewed by the Discovery Institute, which is John Templeton's creation.
It's a group of people scientists, who believe in intelligent design. That's what Discovery Institute is. Yeah.
Right, and there's 400 of them, scientists who claim that evolution is not what...
There's a lot more than 400 scientists that claim that. I mean,
No.
the Discovery Institute might be 400 scientists. I don't know how many.
But from what something I read today indicated that some of them have gotten off of that track. This article here says, unfortunately...
Let me correct something. If you
Right.
talk about Discovery Institute, I said they believe in intelligent design. They are scientists who have studied it. They're not scientists who are Christians and they're fighting for their Christian belief. They are scientists who studied it, and from their study and their research, they have said it's design. It's not random chance. It doesn't make sense to be random chance. That's what they're saying scientifically. What you're saying. Okay.
The majority of scientists believe that evolution is the way we came about, and you're going to say that only because they're atheists, but that's not true.
No, I don't say that.
And well,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, you quoted 93% of scientists believe are either atheists or agnostic. That you pointed at one time. That's because
Elite scientists.
elite scientists, which the elite scientists are defined by members of the American Academy of Science.